Torn loyalties. What does that make you feel, think, and want to do? The movie idea research was based around the ideology of loyalties and how a sole decision can change the course of not just one person, but the lives of many. My first step was to look at various articles on loyalty, betrayal, and emotion. When asked to research a movie idea that I immediately thought of a plot I had been formulating in my mind and decided if I were to ever create a film out of my imagination, I would have to research the various ideas and scenes I had in mind to better compile an understandable yet dynamic climatic experience. The more I researched these specific emotions, the more character development would have to be kept in mind. I found out that knowing how to recognize and balance our emotions more than often helps in the choices we make that always have an impact on another person's life. In any film, there is a protagonist and antagonist. When digging deeper into my research, I found that the core of the antagonist is the innate insecurities of man: jealousy, pride, bitterness, anger, and rage. When all these factors combine, we create a deadly force that the hero must fight to restore balance, what is more accepted, and how to hide the bitterness that we choose to ignore. Another area I needed to research was the history and technique behind MMA fighting, as this is what the main character would be all about. His role as an assassin who gives up that life for a woman he loves is torn when his last assignment produces severe consequences, and is the cause for his regression to his former life to get vengeance for the sole reason of his living through passion and his MMA training. I researched MMA training because that is a fighting style that I'm adept at to bring a realistic quality to my film. The trailer I produced helped create a foundation for my project. Now, as I tear apart the foundation of the story, I find all the layers to the concept of my story. In beginning my research, I wanted something man has known since the dawn of time: violence. Within this realm is the art of martial arts. The art form of hand-to-hand combat is always changing and developing, which will be imparted into my film. To convey strong emotions of betrayal, anger, and vengeance, as it relates to my film, I chose to use another form of media to convey these emotions: music. In illustrating the importance of music to a film, this song by E40 proves its theory by holding true to the emotions of film. This song, if you understand the lyrics here, as talks about how he is a criminal, but he is talking about a snitch that has gotten him ratted out and to the government, and that is a form of betrayal. Dylan Evans states, "I believe that intelligent action results from a harmonious blend of emotion and reason. Knowing when to follow our feelings and when to ignore them is a valuable talent that some have called emotional intelligence." Think on that phrase. The most confident, stable individual can meld their thoughts together to create the best response. But those who can't cause much bitterness, anger, and jealousy. To create a great film, I must know my character's developmental mindset to promote realism in my story. Now, Robert Kane states, by delving into the anti-hero, we delve into our own insecurities and hopes that with all of our personal flaws and shortcomings, we too will be able to rise above our challenges and end victoriously. Now, on the left, you have a picture that causes different emotions. Maybe humor, maybe seeing anger, maybe seeing rage. Now, on the right-hand side, you have the sun. There's nothing really to it. It's just, that's what it is. It's reason. When combining the two, you have emotional intelligence. Look into every one of your hearts. You all have insecurities, flaws, misconceptions. The sooner you come to terms with that, the more humane you become. Now, if I can make you see that in my characters, you'll see how much realism is contained within my film. For my final research question, I chose to use my own video to dig deeper into what I have created with a newly found storyline, a turntable of results that can create a profound psychological, action-packed, climactic version of my own vision. Now, I'm going to show you a 30-second clip to a commercial for this film and ending to my speech.
I will always be there for you, brother.
This was supposed to be my final kill. I fell in love.
Christian, promise me you'll leave that lifestyle behind us.
Promise. For you, I'll leave that behind. She was beautiful and taken from me. I will kill them all.